So,
So
woo! All
probably.
right, welcome to my party. It's my party, and I'll dance if I want to. Today is the day. Today I gave birth to this beauty.
Woo!
CEO Without Apology is my first solo book. I'm so happy. Boop, boop. Oh, Donnie. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, if you haven't figured it out yet, I'm excited. I'm very, 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 very excited. It has been such a labor of love. Like, seriously, birthing this book has been 11 years in the making. And if you know, you know. But I wanted to invite all of you amazing people to celebrate with me because it's always fun to have more people in the party than yourself. Party of one is not as much fun as a party of many, Melita. We can talk about that later. But I'm really thrilled to bring this to the world. CEO Without Apology is my first labor of love in my first solo book. Yes, I've been in a number of other books, but this is my first one. And she came to life today. She's now available. You'll see my pretty face on the back. Whoop, whoop. And these amazing people, I reached out to them and asked them a couple of weeks ago if they would please spend some time reading her and telling me their insights. And they said yes. Imagine they said yes. So I'm super, super grateful. Oh, thank you. I don't know who did that. And I'm super, super grateful. I'm really proud of this book. I'm really proud of the way it's come together and the amazing people who contributed to the book. So, first and foremost, I have to shout out to Kim Dietrich. Kim Dietrich is give us the give us the wave. There we go. And Kim Dietrich is our editor, is my editor. She is amazing at taking all the crazy things in my head and organizing them so other human beings can understand them, because that can be a wee challenge. Yeah. Okay, okay, Kim. And it's been when I sit and I read it, I mean, I know they're my words. I absolutely know they're my thoughts, but it's the combination and the way that they're highlighted and all those skill sets that I do not have that Kim has. I'm very, very grateful for you, Kim. Seriously, you are the absolute best. And I'm so glad that you came into my life. Incredibly glad that you also said yes to being part of my business as well as part of my life. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. You are the absolute best. I will shout your name from the mountaintops forever and ever. If you need an editor, you have to contact her. You'll be sorry if you don't. I'm just saying. You'll just be sorry if you don't. So
Thank you.
you're
Thank you very
welcome.
much.
You're welcome. You're brilliant. Then I have the two people. Well, they're on either side of me on the screen, so I don't know if they are for you. But Melitza Jelenic and Danielle Carter, the two of them helped me to really pull out the things that I loved and the things that I didn't to create this phenomenal cover. And I don't care whether anybody else likes it. I absolutely love it. It just jumps for me. It speaks to my heart. And all of the design, the red on the side, all of these pieces were put together with a lot of thought and all the little pieces. People don't realize how much work goes into every single solitary aspect. So I'm incredibly grateful for the both of you and your patience and your idea brainstorming and all of it. And of course, every one of you who has read the book and given me your amazing reviews, like I'm sitting here reading them like alone, which is a good thing because I cried. Every one that I read, I'm crying and I'm like, "Oh my God, I never expected that." I'm I'm the blessed person in the room today, big time. I can't even begin to tell you. I never imagined to feel the way that I'm feeling. I didn't. I knew it was going to be great. I was really excited. It's like, yeah, okay, well, it'll be like this, but completely blown away. So thank you, each and every one of you. Truly, truly grateful. Okay, somebody else talk. What did you guys like about it? What do you like about the cover? What chapter popped for you? Just let's chat.
I want to start with the fact that I don't like reading. I like having books around me. I feel very comforted by books. I have books, I've read books, but I prefer audiobooks, right? So when you asked me to read this, I literally cringed and I was like, I can do this for my best friend. It was like one of those things, I can do this. And I had to like work myself up. And then you were like, just read some, like see how you feel. So I started reading and I literally just kept reading. And I was like, maybe I don't hate reading. Maybe there's just some books I hate reading. Oh, well, that was like a novel thought. So, so yeah, I actually enjoyed it. It flowed really well. And also because I've known you for so long, like some of those things that I was reading, I'm like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember that time. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. I remember when you wanted to walk away 17,000 times and you didn't. I remember that. Yeah.
Who was counting? We were.
We were counting.
Well, thank you for saying yes, and then what an amazing experience to actually enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
that's fantastic. That thrills me. Thank you.
Well, I'll go on. One thing I really enjoyed about it is each chapter flows together, but each chapter is also unique into itself. And I love that it had not only like, here's the problem or issue, but it also has action steps. And I just thought that was really cool. And as I was rereading it, I'm with Elise, I'm like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. But also I was like, for me, the one on motivation stuck out because it was one of those head things where it's like, okay, make a note to read that again and again and again.
Mm.
So if you guys haven't read the chapter on motivation, do it.
And again.
And again.
It's so funny because even, I of course read it when we were creating it and everything, and then I've since been reading it and I'm like, wow, that's good. And I don't mean that from an arrogant space. It's like, when you're creating something, it comes out of you, but when you then sit with it and really ingest it within yourself, I'm like, wow, okay, cool. I kind of know something.
I agree with you, Danielle, about that motivation part because from that, like you ended up, Christine, having one of the resources on your website for the book is about the motivation. And it's like, it's so true because I was like, that's got to be like I don't know, some sort of visual to remind you how to get back in, like that motivation's created, and like it was kind of it was a mind shift. A lot of the chapters were mind shifts, and a lot of them were like, I never thought of things like that. Like I've always thought of this, but never like that. And so it totally changed the way I saw a lot of the ways that I run my business because of that. So I was
That's
really
awesome.
happy to read it. And as you know, brought to tears at the end because I was like, wow, like I feel called out, but in a good way.
She left me a voicemail message and she's crying on it. And she says, wow, you just called me out.
Big time.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Wow.
in a good way. But I was like, I feel supported in the call out. Like, okay, yes, this is true, but there's a way to fix it. And so it didn't like jar me when I read it where I was like, oh, and like I'm gonna have to put that down and go feel like crap. No, it was like, but there's a solution. I can fix it. And it was really good.
That's awesome. Thank you, Sabby. That's awesome. Anybody
Well, I
else?
have to chime in, Christine. You know I have to chime in here. So first of all, it's always nice being the only guy on the panel here, which is wonderful. But I will
What
say,
is that sound? Who's playing?
I don't know, but Jose comes with music. That makes sense.
Jose, are you playing music?
is that me?
Yeah,
It
Jose
sounded
comes with
like
music.
jazzy. It's like this jazzy background. You started talking and jazz
One,
started coming
one
out.
second, 1 second. Oh my
Like,
gosh, it is me. 1 second.
I know I kept hearing piano. I'm like,
I think
hey,
it makes sense with you though, so I just
it
go
Okay.
with
does.
it.
Jose
Where's your
comes with
cigar?
his
Like,
own
bring it
band.
all.
The whole time I was like, oh, this is a nice vibe, Christine. You got the piano going. Um, no, I had it in the background as I was doing some like admin work, and for some reason I thought it was your swag. I was like, man, that's pretty cool. But anyway, anyway, yeah, no, I enjoy the a lot of the points you make in your book, but importantly for me, it's all about the resilience and the bounce back ability and the staying the course, slowing down to speed up, which you kind of talk about in your own way. So I love that you incorporate action items as well in your book, which is always an added plus because that just takes what you're reading to another level, right? You can just read something and not digest it and not implement it, and then it's just head knowledge.
Right.
So the fact that you've put those pieces in there, and I'm all about resilience, so I love that you incorporate that heavily in your book. Just a great, phenomenal book, and I can tell anybody out there that's watching this live or catching a replay, if you know Christine on any level, she is a powerhouse master at her craft. She is absolutely a serial entrepreneur. Very much what you see is what you get. You're as good as they come when it comes to like being a world-class entrepreneur. Like, and I say
Wow.
that from the bottom of my heart. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. So if you don't know Christine, you have to know Christine. And if you know Christine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And the fact that you put a book that's been over a decade in the making, I mean, anybody who doesn't have this book, I don't know what to tell them, but you need a copy for sure.
Oh my God, Jose, holy crap. Okay, I have makeup on and I'm not going to cry today, but holy, that really touches my heart. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, a lot of people may not know the story, and there's definitely a video clip went out in the last couple of days. I had actually started a book in 2014, Danielle, when you and I first met. And it was created. It took a lot of getting it together and the manuscript. And then I hired an editor and paid a lot of money for the book to be edited, and then went through it again and again and again. And I was so incredibly frustrated. And by the time I kind of was like, I don't know what to do, I didn't feel like it was me anymore. But then, you look at something and you go, well, I invested all this time and all this money and da 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 in it. And I put it away and I thought, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. And so every time I thought about doing a book, that would jump into my head. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. And then finally, I was just, it was last year, I was like, this thing, it's not, I'm never going to bring this to life. So I wanted to burn it. I didn't have a bonfire. I didn't know anybody that did. So I went out.
I did, and I offered.
I know, but you were 3.5 hours away. And so I went to Canadian Tire and I bought a big tin pail with a lid, and I sat on my front porch and I burned one paper at a time. The neighbors are driving by. What the hell is going on? But there was so much empowerment in letting it go and allowing myself to let go of the shame and the embarrassment and the worry about the money. And it was just like, it's not doing anything for you but holding you back. And when I did, this was months later that this started to come forward. It was really amazing when you let go of something, how something can really open up. So that was fabulous. Dolores or Keisha, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Yes, yes. I love that you were just speaking to that, because that's really part of what I'm enjoying about your creation is that you not only say one time, it's not hidden somewhere in the book that you wanted to walk away. Like you didn't bury that. You kind of led with that. Like I so appreciate the real person aspect, because so many business books are like, you know, I said this in my review, like bring your profits up and bring your costs down. And there you have it. And you're like, okay, great. Any real life practical application you can give me? And you brought that real person, you bring that real person. And I mean, as long as I've known you, you've brought that real person to the table. And I love how you do that in your business with the network. And I love how you do that in your relationships. And I so appreciate that you're speaking from that vulnerable, amazing place in you. And it's okay to want to walk away 500,000 times, you know, because as long as you keep walking back, that's part of what counts, you know? And it's because business is such a fickle beast in many days. And so I think that's really one of the things I appreciate most. And I have to echo Milica, because I'm not a reader. So when you sent me your request, I was like, oh, okay. So, but because I love you and adore you, I was like, okay, it's Christine. I can read her book. Come on. And I'm so glad I did, because it was like, oh, yes, oh, and that. And, to what Danielle and Abby were speaking to, just these beautiful little nuggets that it's just so easy to get to lose sight of those things, and it was really awesome to get to play with your beautiful expression and your way of bringing things into the picture. And I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for this to be out in the world. Very much like Jose is saying. I think if you don't have this book, you might just be shooting yourself in the foot or both feet. I don't know, but
That's exactly what
um,
Jose said. And then he showed the gun. I don't know if you guys saw the gun that he brought out.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. You just clarified it for me. Thank you.
cool.
I did say many times I wanted to walk away. What did you say? 70,000 times, Melitza? 100,000 times?
17,000, yeah.
I think
Even
that if
17,000 last
you're
count.
not, I think that if you're not stretching yourself as an entrepreneur, if you're not reaching, and I'm always reaching for more, if you're not reaching, you're not going to have those experiences. Like if you just are sailing along and everything's good, you're not stretching yourself to your best. And if you're not screaming and yelling and on the floor in the fetal position at least once or twice a month, what are you doing? Come on. But I know lots and lots and lots of entrepreneurs that struggle and get angry and they move through all of those emotions and they want to quit. And then they go, fine, I'll go back to it tomorrow. And they take a break and then they come back. We got to keep stretching ourselves because the best of who we are is going to continue to show up each and every day. That's my interesting point of view. So,
And
Michaela,
Christine,
welcome to the party.
thank you. With the fetal position and the stress and all the rest of it, facing it, yes, I got it going on. So, sorry, I was a bit late. I have
That's okay.
visitors.
She was in the
So-
fetal position. It's all good.
She was in the
Well,
feet.
yeah,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
but I'm out of it now. It's okay.
That's good. Dolores, did you have anything you wanted to share? Just your smiling, beautiful face.
Yes, I do, because I was in total resistance to reading this book. Seriously.
Yeah, there's three of us.
And actually, when I sat, it's a short read, so I actually read it in an hour. And it was just like, I was just like, I needed to hear a lot of what was in there because, that saying, it's like it's like, I guess, let me put this in my words here. It's like, this is what I really needed to hear, but I was in resistance to hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, that was like a huge epiphany because sometimes it's like the thing that you don't want to do, it's like you have to do. And so that's my takeaway from that. So thank you for sharing a bit of your journey and all the peaks and valleys. And yeah, I totally get some of that. It's just it's like, oh, this book could have been me. It's just like, oh shit.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, maybe every entrepreneur will see themselves in a chapter or two, or
Oh,
in the experience of it, because it is the real deal. Like I only speak.
Oh
real,
yeah, it's just like you can't get any more real than that. It's just like, but anyway, so thank you very much for the ability to give you a review and to write it. You wrote it, but it's like for me to read it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Dolores. You're welcome. Michaela.
Yes, ma'am. Can I
What?
just say I love that you're a CEO without apology because I'm all about being unapologetic.
Yes, I know
The
that.
big thing. Big thing. So, and your human design comes out through that book too. And letting go in order to grow, letting go of no, I can play with the alliteration all day and the rhymes and stuff. But basically you really went for it. And then you just took everything you'd learned and put it out there for people who are maybe struggling or not quite sure next steps. And you got the practical stuff in there. And I love a book that's got practical guidance in it.
Like your
It's-
book.
Funnily enough, I've written two like that because I'm all about practical guidance, like it's my style. So when I see that in another book, it's like, oh, good, okay, there's something in here for me. It's no good if you just have a book that says, hey, you know what, if you're doing it this way, that sucks. That's no good. That's thanks, like useful. Hmm?
Yeah.
But when there's a book with practical suggestions in there that you've tried, you've tested, and you're here to say, okay, that worked, that not so much. That's great. I love that. It's practical, down to earth, usable, useful, and I think timely because, we got a lot of stuff going on right now.
Mhm.
Wherever you happen to live, there's a lot going on. And any kind of grounding, any kind of, okay, this is common sense, good. This makes sense. It's a complete sentence. It's all those things. Yay. It's more than a straw to hold on to. It's something really tangible to work with. So
Thanks, Michaela.
thank you for the timing and the lack of apology for showing up as you are. I'm 100% behind that. And, I had the best time doing podcasts with you guys. And yeah, it was just so cool. And one day I'll get back in there again and it'll be completely different.
It'll be so exciting. It will be so exciting.
It's been
James
a-
Mueller, he's in the house. You slid in right at the perfect timing. Oh, Jose is no longer the soul. We can't hear you, my friend. You're muted.
Oh, there's a reason it's my muted. You don't want to, I don't want to blow out speakers right now.
Oh my God, I'm glad you were able to slide in, my friend. We were just talking about people were sharing what they got out of the book. And if there's something you'd like to share, please go ahead. If not, it's all good. It's
Can
all
I
good.
just reread the testimonial I sent to you? Because literally that's
Go ahead if that's what you would like to do. This is a free reigns conversation today.
No, I wouldn't say free reign, but like if you wanna get to know this wonderful woman personally, just read that book. That is the most personally written book that I've ever read, period, right? Like it wasn't like I was reading a book. It's like she was across the table and we were just having this conversation and it was just wisdom after experience after moment, and the stack of it too was just brilliant. It was just brilliant, and I already know you're brilliant because I wouldn't be talking to anybody that's not. The relationship I have with Christine is amazing, and she's a wonderful human being. And just to see her bring it on paper, not a lot of people can do. And you knocked it out of the park. Like it was just writing a paragraph. Like it felt so natural and it flowed so well. I'm like, I might call you for writing tips myself.
Okay, well, you're going to have to speak to our editor, Kim, as well, James. So.
Okay, I'll talk to
Okay.
Kim too. What's up, Kim? Great job of piecing all that together. That's amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's the 1-2 punch of an awesome right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's really something to hear all of you talking about how well everything flowed and how maybe you didn't want to read the book at the beginning, but it just sort of grabbed you and didn't let you go, and then it was easy to read. That's like music to my ears because
Yeah.
I played a part in that, in taking all of Christine's brilliance and yeah, getting it across on the page in a way that
I want to say it one more time. She said my brilliance, not my chaos. Okay, my brilliance.
Your chaotic brilliance. How's that? We'll
Okay,
put them
that's
both
probably
together
probably
because
Yeah,
you
I
can't
love
have
that.
one
That's
without the
awesome.
other. Okay, can't have one without the other.
I actually remember mentioning to you, Christine, that I wanted to know who your editor was because of some of the ways that even just the introductions to some of the paragraphs were so like they just hit you, like they pull you in, they're engaging, the way that they're formatted even. I'm like, ooh, that, like, because I pay attention to those little details because I do a lot of that editing too, and I love it. It was like, this is awesomely edited. So good job, Kim.
awesomely
Yeah,
edited.
Great.
for real, Kim.
Thanks, Abby. Thanks, guys.
It's a book that's not a book. It's a book that's an experience. And the only time I've ever gotten books that are experiences are fiction novels because they pull you into the world, right? Like the made up characters, the made up stories, like Harry Potter's a good one, right? Like, if we're going through like Lord of the Rings is another one. But to have Christine literally go into her world, phenomenal. Phenomenal. I can't say enough nice things.
Wow. Swear to God, my head's getting really big. Really
That's what
big.
I'm afraid of. That's what I'm afraid of,
I would be
actually.
afraid of
Yeah.
it too. I would.
Yeah, I think
Don't worry, the
think
universe will knock me down and kick some
that's all right.
reality
I'll have a
back into
one-on-one
me.
with Kim and we'll knock it down ourselves. We'll make sure.
Well, it's been such a pleasure to share this with all of you and to get your insight and even in looking at the book once we got it all together, I too looked at it and thought, somebody could just pick it up, look at the titles of the chapters and just read a chapter that would be a contribution and then can put it back. Like it's like a guide. It can be a guide for when you're going through whatever you're going through at that time. And I was really pleased about that because that's how I love books. I love books that I can do that. I don't have to read from the beginning to the end. I'm a thorough reader. I am not a fast reader. And so if I can just go to a chapter and I can extrapolate what I need in that moment, it's a real asset to me. And I was thrilled when we put it together, and that's what I saw Kim had really helped me to bring to the table. So I'm really, really happy about that. And my desire is really to support people in those moments when they want to quit, when they want to give up, when they feel like they can't. God, there's nothing else I can do. I've done it all. That's what really is on my heart. That's how I do in business. That's what I do in my one-on-one coaching with clients. That's what I do in my shows. Oh, there's another kitty. That's what I do in my shows. And that's what I wanted to do in the book. It's like, it really, really lights me up when I'm working with someone in business and I can see them like the stress start to drain from their bodies and the excitement, like what they knew was possible starts to become possible. That's what thrills me. And that's what keeps me going every single day. So I'm so grateful that it's come through the book and you guys all picked it up. Like, how can it get any better than that? A billion sales, you say? Sure, I'll take a billion sales. And, if this book touches one person and it really inspires them to choose forward in their business and gives them hope and gives them what it is that they need, I'm thrilled. And the fact that I've had all of you say these things to me, mission accomplished. Like I mean that from the deepest parts of my soul. Mission accomplished. I couldn't be any more grateful for what it's created and right now. And I'm not, you guys know I don't blow smoke. That's the God's truth. So thank you all so much, so very much for your kind words.
And
James,
it will only get greater from here.
thank you, my friend. Thank you. Well, I'm thrilled, and I'm thrilled that my baby's out in the world now, and I think it might get some siblings in the near future as well. And we will see.
Wait a second. Speaking of birthing, it's somebody's birthday tomorrow. And
Whose?
so, I think it's Christine McIver's birthday tomorrow. So,
Happy
pass it
birthday!
on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
oh,
Yeah.
it's good.
Pass
good.
it on as a birthday present.
Yes.
There you
So I
go.
know
myself.
Jose's been working on his Marilyn Monroe happy birthday if he wants to
Christine has one too. So that would be great.
I'm not doing it.
James, behave, please.
That wasn't on the list in the email to join this. So no, sir, I don't have to.
It didn't say, James, you must behave.
Yeah, no, that clause was out.
Yes, tomorrow is my birthday, so I've got a full week packed with celebration and just being with all of the joy. And truly, that's what I'm doing. And I will be having a lovely little cocktail tonight to celebrate both. So thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Michaela. And get the book. Get the book. Okay, everybody. Bye for now.
Christine,
Yes,
Christine,
yes, Keisha.
why don't did you tell people how to get the book?
Oh,
Did you
There
mention
you
that?
go. That would be the
Amazon.
next
You can
thing.
get it at Amazon. And if you look on the book, when you look on it, you can go to amazon.ca or .com, and we'll put the links below where this is. And we have a wackadoodle, official word, a wackadoodle of free resources that when you get the book, you can go and grab all these resources that support you as you journey through the book. So if you've picked it up, get over there, my friends, and grab that for sure. And I will, thank you, Keisha. I will put the links below here. Yes, you can get it in an ebook. You can get it in a hard book. You can get it in paperback. You can get it any way you want. You can get it with eggs and ham.
Can we get it in a signed copy? Can we get a signed copy? I want a signed copy. That's what I want. I want a signed hardbook copy. How do I get that?
Let's
Put the
meet in
link down there.
Niagara Falls. Let's meet in Niagara Falls, and I'll get you one.
Make me I'll travel for
I'll
you.
slide it under.
Right at the
Okay,
border, right?
everybody, thank you so much. Bye for now. Woo-hoo! You are a crazy, crazy boy.
Yes, yes, I am.
Bye, everybody.
Mwah.